Clean.
Because it's on the edge. It's hanging on by the edge of the couch.
My suitcase? It's not
the bag.
My suitcase, babe.
You talking about the blue one right there?
Yeah, but every time that touch something, it starts to lean. It won't lean.
First of all,
he pulled it up them stairs.
First and foremost, don't do my husband. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Is it still leaning?
Girl, it looks like it's been leaning.
But no, it hasn't been leaning. Until I touched it.
No, I don't think it's true either, Boosie. And you talking about every time Daddy touch something, it breaks.
It do, because my window's also broken from 5 years ago when he tried to come like he was a mechanic and come get my keys, and he popped something and now it leaks water. Yeah, I don't understand. What are you doing?
Okay.
Maybe I should mark that.
Zariyah, don't. First of all, just because your suitcase leaning, I don't want my glasses leaning.
Right, everybody got to lean now.
I don't want a gangster lean on my stuff, because you have a gangster lean on your stuff.
You must be joking.
And don't get nothing on my shirt.
But nobody told you about that. My course and get your oil scalped in.
Whew, child.
My shoe's knotted.
Okay, well, pull your shoe off. Lord have mercy, please. Jesus, help me. Hey, y'all. Hey.
And if your head itching, it's probably because you keep oiling it.
This is my first time oiling it since I've had this in my head.
Not true.
Boosie, you don't know what I do.
That's not true.
This is my first time oiling my scalp.
No.
1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1.
Aiden knew, Mommy.
I'm sick and I'm tired. Zariyah and Carter look so pretty at Maggie's birthday party. Thank you so much. I appreciate your entire ministry.
Thanks.
So hey y'all, hey everybody. Why are you so rough? It's giving hot comb in the kitchen. Okay.
Do you want your head scalp or not?
I want my head oil. I want my scalp oil, but I don't want you to be thumping my head down like that. Girl. You know what? I'm about sick and tired. Listen, Caitlin, I'm sick and tired of him. I'm sick and tired of all my children.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah, yes, I am.
No, you're
I might have to come back on this live and try it again later. And, because the way, yeah, Dennis the Menace. Exactly. Dennis the Menace. The way Dennis the Menace.
That's your fault, Aiden.
Jesus. Listen, I had somebody to come in my email the other day, and I don't know if if this is the same person or not. So I had somebody email me the other day about transracial adoption, and then I had somebody to come on my post the other day talking about transracial adoption. I don't know if it's the same person or if it's a different person. But I'm getting ready to go back on a hiatus. I'm gonna go back to Africa because my children are getting ready to, especially that one. I'm going to Africa, Antarctica, Australia, any other continent but this one. Because I'm sick and I'm tired. So, Boosie, go to your room. So I had somebody had asked about transracial adoption, but they said that they have a 14-year-old and they are getting ready to adopt or getting ready to or thinking about adopting because they received a call from a family friend. No, it's mine. And yes, I do want the rest of it. Thank you very much.
Mommy, you forgot to let me eat your noodles.
I didn't forget to let you eat anything. They're my noodles for a reason.
Mommy, you ain't tell me to give something for Yoshi Express. Dad can't say what you want from McDonald's. He ain't say no Yoshi Express.
Well, why is that my fault?
Do you want this?
Yes.
You got it.
Thank you.
I can't eat no more. My tooth.
It doesn't have noodles.
And I do have noodles. Princess don't eat you.
Y'all see how I can't even tell a story. I came on here to talk to y'all about transracial adoption and my kids won't even allow me to. But you see how mamas get blamed for everything? I'm just an innocent bystander. I don't know what your daddy told you. Mom, why you didn't? Because dad said, okay, well, what that got to do with me? How did I get in it? Mom, you didn't tell me. I didn't tell you anything. It wasn't a conversation that you and I had, but all of a sudden it's my fault. Girl, what? Yes, I got gray hair.
But that's not gray hair. That's peeling. That's a peel.
Yeah, Africa, when I was in Tanzania, because, okay.
You need to not wear makeup.
Bless you, princess. It's not, I told you, look at my shoulder.
Girl, I'm not saying it because of that. You need to let it heal. Oh, that's sunburn. You put that.
That's what it is. It's my face got sunburned, and so did my arm. It's peeling.
Okay, well, you don't put makeup over sunburns.
It wasn't. I don't have makeup on. That's gel.
Well, don't put gel on either.
Gel is. I was gelling my edges.
Well, don't gel your edges until your face heals.
If I had makeup on, do you think these bumps will be popping out like this?
I don't know. Makeup don't cover everything.
Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Make me forget all that. At this point, I'll settle for Tennessee. Around the corner.
Take me to Kansas City.
I ain't taking you no Kansas City. I'm going to Kansas City. And I'm leaving you behind.
I'm gonna hit you when you come back.
Shoot.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
I'm sick and I'm tired.
The shedding with the braids.
You need to.
It's these pieces. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your entire ministry. Thank you. And I'll keep what you said in mind. I guess my edge is just going to be looking very natural, very African American, very, very natural. Cause now I can't put any gel on my edges. Who chat? When y'all go back to college?
Sunday, right?
When y'all go back to college? Cause her and Carly said the other day, I said I had a sweet tea, and Carly, how many sweet teas have you had today? One. Oh, that's one too many. I didn't know that I couldn't drink sweet tea. I said, well, what's going on with you? You don't need sweet tea. You need to replace that with water. Yeah, I had water today. I want to have sweet tea right now. So now I'm trying to slurp my sweet tea, and she looking at me with laser eyes. I was like, okay. So I put it in the refrigerator. Filled my Stanley cup that they bought me for Christmas with water. Now I'm slurping on that. Finished that. I said, let me go to the refrigerator and pour my sweet tea over into my Stanley cup. So I'm doing that in the refrigerator. So, so soon as I close the refrigerator, Carly's standing behind the refrigerator. What's in that cup? What?
No.
I said I just was trying to keep the tea colder. You know, you put it in a Stanley cup and put it in the refrigerator and let it get colder. When you go back to that schoolhouse? When you go back? Here she go. Don't put nothing in your pit. You put edge control on. Oh, Lord, child. So I guess I'm the child now. I got 2 mamas. No, ain't no yep. You ain't nobody daddy. Ain't no yep. No, it's no. Let's just so you clear.
He said, yeah.
Why you kikiing?
Because he is so funny to me. Don't be mad. Since he said, yeah.
You should have told me it was lean. Oh, Lord. Yes, honey, it be your own kids. It be your own kids.
You did not need this, girl. You was not this hot.
Girl, I needed that while I was in the safari. Girl, yes, I did. Girl, I needed every bit of that fan while Auntie Debbie was thinking about me. Girl, I needed that fan.
Turn on when it's hot. Where's the
Girl.
I need this at the 10:40 breaks, girl. Be hot out there.
Exactly. Now you see?
Just a little bit of air. This ain't for African. This ain't African heat type of air back. You need more pressure than this.
First of all, I did the trick while I was on the safari, but as I got deeper into that jungle, I just said turn that on off. Honey, yeah, they just looking out for their mama. Yeah, they're not acting like parents. They're just looking out for their mama. I know, honey. I just like to give my children a hard time. Yeah, they're just want they.
When you gonna get Asia her stuff?
Friday. I don't even know how I got 2 vacations planned with my children. I don't even like to take them nowhere for real. I don't even like to take them nowhere for real. Like vacation at the house. I'm gonna cut the sprinkler on outside and I'm gonna be like, here's y'all's water park. Stay home and I'm gonna entertain y'all from the house. I don't even want to take y'all nowhere for real. Oh, child, because the nerves they get on is mine. The nerves that they get on is mine, honey. Saying hi from California. Hey, girl.
California.
Yes, honey. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. Oh, my kids definitely keep me on my toes, all of them, and equally I keep them on theirs because, honey, the way they don't play with me, I don't play with them either. But this is what I came to say. If you have a kid, a biological kid already, and I hope that the people that ask me these questions are on here, and you want to do foster care or adoption, I would say to have a conversation with you. Don't just make a decision based on your own thoughts, emotions, and feelings, especially when you are in a relationship. And I'm talking about a relationship with you. We're in all types of relationships. You're in a relationship with your coworkers. You're in relationships with your children, with your husband. You're in a relationship with your friends, your family members. So at the end of the day, you have to have a conversation with your biological children about how they view the family dynamics when you start to talk about fostering or adoption. And because Zariyah is here, because Zariyah is here and she is my biological daughter, A lot of y'all, a lot of people know this, but some people always ask me because they know that me and Ricardo don't have any biological children. So they just assume that Zariyah is adopted too, because I see a lot of people say, oh yeah, she has 4 adopted children, but I don't. I have 3 adopted children and 1 biological child, and Zariyah is my biological daughter. And so, from a perspective of a biological child, when we came to you about fostering, because we did not sign up to do foster care before we had a conversation with Zariyah. So, Zariyah, what's your thoughts? Do you think that parents should just because she was only, how old were you, like 11? Mm-hmm. She was only 11. So me and Ricardo could have just made the decision amongst ourselves as the adults, as the parents, just to say, oh yeah, we're going to go forward with foster care. And not even think about how it was going to affect her, if it was going to affect her, get her opinion, her thoughts, or her feelings about it. But I feel like it affects the children the most. For one, she was the only child for 11 years. So bringing another child in without without her consent, without Princeton, bye, go to your room. The scream, goodbye. I don't care about what you like or don't like when it comes to that game that you and Aiden playing. That ain't my concern. Peace and God be with you. If you don't like what's happening, then don't play the game with him. Go to your room, not his room. Aiden, close that. Don't come out here without no mask on. I don't want your germs seeping out that room. Bye.
I didn't open it. What you say?
I know.
What was you saying?
That's all. But Zariyah, what's your thoughts as far as having conversations with the child prior to?
I think it just depends on your child. If you know your child will want a conversation, I think you should go for it. But our situation is different. Because we brought Carly in because she was my best friend, so it really wasn't. I brought Carly in.
Say what?
I think it just depends on the child. Like when we was doing adoption, I guess the first person that really came as she wasn't a foster kid, but technically kind of was Carly, and I brought Carly in myself. Honestly, I didn't even ask my mom if Carly could come over half the time. So I think it just depends because Carly and Ada kind of came around the same time.
Do you think that if you would have just came home one day and kids was in the house, like, would you be like, what's going on? Like,
yeah,
what?
Probably, because I didn't know what adoption is. That's probably another reason you should talk to your child. Because if they just see random kids, but they don't even know what adoption is or foster care, then that could be like confusing.
Yeah, very confusing.
Yeah.
Somebody say, "Hey, Zar."
Hey, Brian. But yeah, I guess you could talk to your kids. I don't know. I just think our situation is different. But I'm also a very nonchalant type of person. Like, you want to bring your child on? Go ahead, girl. I don't care. It's not gonna phase me no way.
But it's the only child, you don't think?
No, it didn't, because I've always been so close to like my best friends that they were always over anyway. So
that was your problem. That's been your problem.
I was always so close to people that I've never really been by myself anymore.
No, you was always bringing them home.
That's what I'm saying. I've never been by myself, so having adoptions or foster care kids come in wasn't really a big problem for me because I've always been bringing people in our house anyway.
Honey, she was gonna have her friend in the house
every time.
Now, as far as like when the kids, like as far as being prepared when children leave, like the 2 little twin boys, like, you know, in foster care, kids are reunited or reunified with their birth families. Like, how do you as a child, like, how do y'all deal with that? Like, that aspect of foster care?
Again, I just think it just depends on the person. Because my way of dealing with it could be different from like Carly's way.
I know, but I'm talking about you.
Me personally, like it didn't really like have such an effect on me like when they went back to their home. Because I was just a kid. So it's like I didn't care for them just when they like I didn't care. Like I didn't give them care. Like I didn't bathe them. I didn't change their diapers and all that. Like that was something you and Dad did. So I feel like you had more of an attachment to them than I did.
Oh, okay.
Because like I didn't give that type of care to them. I mean, I seen them. It was in the same spot. We would like play, but we wouldn't really. So for me, at the age of 11 and 12, it really didn't.
Now, the next question is, okay, so these were like short term too, like,
Yeah, they were like 3 days.
3 days or 3 months or something like that. But what if it was?
Ever had a 3 month. I think the longest everybody that was long was adopted. So
what if it was, had gone on for like 2 years?
I don't know.
Like when Princeton was gonna be reunified at 2.
At 2, well, since we had him since he was born, I think it would have been a problem. Because, what do you mean? You're finna take him back? No, you're not.
But that's the goal of foster care, though.
Well, you should have been on your P's and Q's before. Because, no.
Girl.
No. I don't think anybody can really deal with that. Like, that's way too long.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And he was a baby. So he was already attached to our family anyway. So then hear him cry, leave, that's just too much. Don't really have time for that.
Yeah, that would have been a lot.
But the other ones, like the respites we be having, or we had, they were on like 3 days. So like,
yeah, respite care is different. Respite care is supposed to be short term.
We never had a foster kid for like ever, because Aiden and Boosie came in as foster kids and then we adopted them. I don't know.
So what about like what would you say if? Because the question was, if her biological daughter is 14 and she's like maybe dealing with some mental health concerns like anxiety or depression or something like that. She's like, would you bring in a foster child during a time where your daughter might need more attention?
Yeah, you should still bring her in. Just talk to your daughter about it. I had anxiety. I still got anxiety. So,
do you think having siblings helped with anxiety or made your anxiety work? Like bringing in foster children, did it help with your anxiety? Like thinking back when you were 13, 14 years old, when your anxiety was probably at an all-time high. Do you think that having siblings helped it? Or do you feel like, oh, it was too much going on, bringing in a foster kid, they leaving, coming in, then it's some more foster kids coming in, they leaving. Now we got to worry about these long-term foster care kids like Aiden and Princeton.
I don't know. I don't know if it helped my anxiety or made it worse because it was like so long ago I can't remember. But I don't think it. I don't think it made it worse though. Not for me. It didn't make it worse. I don't know. I think the situation for me is different because I was the one who encouraged my parents to go through with the adoptions and with the foster care. Like they kept asking, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" Like every day. So like I continually always like, just do it. So I don't think it like for me, it didn't really cause too much or nothing like that because I was the one who kept telling them to do it. Even when they was doubting, like, oh, I don't know how this is going to affect the family. Like, I was like, just do it. Like, I don't know. I've always been that type of person that, like, just do it. Like, we're going to see if it works or not work eventually anyway, so just try. So for me, I think it really just depends on the child. If you feel like your child really needs you the most right now, then I wouldn't maybe just wait a little bit until she feels more comfortable. But if she feels like she's okay and you feel like you're okay, just do it.
Yeah, because it's a lot of foster
Foster
kids.
kids need help too.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always be there for both of them. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it just depends on the child. But I've always been open to new stuff, so.
Mm-hmm. Before anyone gets beside themselves, in these Kia is muting so she can still be mom while on live. Yes, because I'm telling my sons to cut the game off. And so let me see. And still allow Zariyah to be able to talk without me trying to talk over her. You never know how much a child would bless that family. Every child brings something different. Yeah, I think that each of my children have brought something different to the family, of course. I think her focus should be on stabilizing her biological daughter's mental state first. You never know what foster child could require, and it might take away from her being able to provide what her biological child needs. Yeah, I do think that too. But I also think that now this is coming from a therapist and a mom to a child that had anxiety before I had any foster children. So Zariyah had really bad anxiety that stemmed from her being in the hospital when she was a kid. And this is what you told me when you got older. Zariyah had childhood cancer. She went in the hospital, and I think that the hospital was very scary for her at that time. But she said you said you had the best nurses. Mm-hmm. Did you write a paper on that?
Yeah.
Okay. So she wrote a paper on this in college, but she said she had the best nurses, but I think as a 5-year-old, just being in the hospital, with tubes or, getting surgeries and things like that, I think that traumatized her. So with the trauma came obsessive compulsive disorder, and panic disorder that led to obsessive compulsive disorder. And it was really bad. It got bad. It got real bad. And it was something, it was a learning thing for me, a learning thing for Ricardo, a learning thing for Zariyah. But, I think that during the time where Zariyah was struggling the most, and I really probably could have poured more time and attention into her, that's when we became foster parents. So in that aspect, wow. I don't think that it would have changed anything is what I'm saying. Like, even if I would have, tried to pour more into Zariyah during that time, stabilize her, Zariyah had to come to the grips in terms of doing the work in therapy and stabilizing herself. Because one thing I do know about children, they have to buy into therapy too. They have to buy into them wanting to receive the help and wanting to put in the work, especially if she's 14. That means that she knows exactly what, she might not know what it takes, but once she get into therapy and she's on her therapeutic plan, then she's going to know exactly what she needs to do. And she has to buy into, the fact that she can heal. And so, I definitely think that you can look at it from two different ways. Does Zariyah want to be a foster parent?
Yeah, foster to adopt though. I can't do mentally. I couldn't do a long-term foster care and then give them back mentally. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that.
So then you just want to do adoption, private adoption.
Private adoption, I guess. Yeah, I don't know the terms.
Yeah,
but yeah,
because foster
just
care
adoption.
Foster care is different.
Yeah.
Yes, Elizabeth. You know what? I don't know, Elizabeth.
All of us want. I think all of our kids have said something about doing adoption. All of us, actually.
Yeah, Aiden has said that he wants to adopt. You and Carly both said that y'all want to adopt, and Boosie ain't even thinking about. I don't even know. We shall see later on down the road. Elizabeth said, I bet it helped because her mom is certified to help her through it. Is it helpful to have a mom as a therapist?
No.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Yeah, I think because I really try to not therapize my children. But I understand what you're saying too. Like, I can give her some techniques, and I know how, like, if she was having an episode, then I knew how to respond. So in that aspect, you're right. Like, she didn't know that it was me being helpful for her, but I knew what I was doing and being very intentional. But I try my best to stay in the mom role with my children and give my children the help that they need with other therapists. But yes, Elizabeth, I definitely feel like as a therapist, it definitely helps me parent, even though my children probably don't see a difference. I can't want the healing more than my child wants to heal, especially when they're 14, 15 years old. Like, at that point, they really know they really are the biggest part of their own success when it comes to therapy. Thank you, Paige. Yes, honey. She is my twin. Oh, child. She don't like to be called my twin, child. Yeah. But, do the girls live far away? No, not too far, but far enough. Do they ever No, they don't ever want to come home.
No, girl. We got used to our dorms now, girl.
They don't ever want to come home, honey. Carly used to want to come home a little bit more, but now, honey,
Carly about worse than me.
They don't want to come home, child, especially Zariyah. No, neither one of them. They don't want to come.
And if we do, we were to leave that same day. Like, I would rather come here at 6 a.m. and leave at 12 p.m. No, I would rather come at 6 a.m. and leave at 12 a.m. and go back to my bed. Like, be here all day. I just want to be in my room and I'm not.
Girl, please. You don't want to be in that dorm room. Don't play with me.
Yeah, I did that.
Girl, whatever. Dorm room, my foot. Please. Thank you, Georgetta. I appreciate your entire ministry. Yes, who I believe, as a grandmother, do trust the school that allow kids to. No, I don't, honey. I hardly be trusting anything that happens at the school. She might not like being called your twin now, but she would love it later. Look at her, child. But yes, you guys, till they want mama to pay for something. They're back this. Now, when they want me to pay for something, like today, I don't even understand why she didn't get her pocketbook out the car when we went into Target. Twin, where have you been? And that's what it's giving.
Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody knows me.
So she didn't put the pocketbook in her hand when we walked into Target. Where's that little purse?
I actually didn't even have my cards on me back.
Oh, you don't even have your cards on you?
No.
Would you forget that when you're in your dorm room? Would you forget when you?
I actually would.
Yeah, okay. And I'm finna start saying, you got Apple Pay. Use your Apple Pay. How does she feel about adopting Boosie as a baby? Well, we didn't adopt Boosie as a baby.
Baby, my mom made the call to me and asked me if she should, and I said, go get the baby right now.
Girl, I wasn't thinking about no baby. Didn't want a baby.
Girl, yes, you did.
No, I said I didn't want a baby. On our application for foster care, we put the only stipulation we ever had in foster care was 3 and up. That's it. I don't know how Boosie slipped through the cracks. I don't know where he came from as a newborn. I was like, what? But so me and my husband wanted a kid that was a little bit more, up and going about themselves. Okay. Jade said, "With my mama, everything is free 99."
It's just free. 99 cents. Just free.
She gets on my last nerve. But when we got the call, we actually got a call first on the same day within minutes. We actually got a call for a 6-month-old baby girl, and she was Caucasian too. They actually sent me a picture and everything of this baby. She was the cutest little baby. She had the biggest, beautiful red hair ringlets. She was so cute. They actually sent me all the information on this baby, emailed it to me and everything. And so I was, in my mind, I was like, oh God, not a 6-month-old baby. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. So I was like, okay, I'm contemplating. I'm like, okay, well, it ain't a newborn. So, 6 months, they can sit up a little bit. Can't they hold a little piece of chicken in their hand? So I'm like, I'll let you know. My husband's at work right now. I'll let you know. 10 minutes later, my foster care supervisor calls me back. And she's like, okay, scratch the little girl. Sorry. She said, I think you'll be better suited for this other child that we got into foster care. They need somebody right now. And I was like, oh, okay. Thinking that they was going to be like, yeah, a 17-year-old. And she said, a 3-day-old baby. And I said, did you say 13? She said 3 days old. I said 3 years old. She said, no, we're going to give the 6-month-old to somebody else. I said, they didn't went from 6 months when we wanted a 3 and up. You didn't went from 6 months to 3 days. So I'm on the phone. She over my shoulder. Mom, what they saying? What's the baby? I said, girl, it is a baby. Get the baby. I was like, here go your daddy. Look, baby mama.
Oh my God.
Get the baby. I was like, hold on. Ma, just tell her, yeah, you're going to get the baby. And she was like, 3-day-old baby in NICU, needs skin to skin. We need somebody that's flexible. And we was like, that with your therapy schedule, I think that you're able to do this for this baby. So I was like, we can't, a baby. Zariyah, Ma, take the baby. I'm going to help you with the baby. I'm going to help. And at this time she a teenager. So I'm like, this teenager is not really going to help me with the baby. And, so I was like, okay, I'll take the baby. Fine. I called my husband. I was like, hey, foster care supervisor called about a 3-day-old baby. Ricardo was like, no. I ain't had a heart to tell him. I told him, yeah, already. I was like, you want me to tell her no? He was like, no, our family is just not cut out right now for a baby. We don't need no baby. Tell her no. And I was like, I was like, well, I kind of had said something. He was like, what you do? I was like, they said that the baby was just respite. A baby only needed until the paternity test came back. I said the paternity test can't take but like a week or so. That's it. So Ricardo was like, well, I'm not going to the house. I'm not doing nothing. If you already said yeah, then you want. I was like, oh my God. He really don't want no baby. So I told Zariyah, I said, well, you gonna help me with this dang on baby. And she been helping ever since. She really had help. She really had help. So I go over to the hospital. All these little babies in NICU and everything like that. They gave me a little code. They said, tell this NICU nurse this code. And get away from that door. And tell them that you know this code matches that baby. So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, 90210, that's the code, 90210. And I'm looking around, I see all these little black and brown babies, and I'm thinking that the little 90210 code match one of them black and brown babies. And they was like, oh, it's that little white baby over there in the incubator. I was like, let me look at this little baby. Let me look at this little baby and see what this little baby talking about. He was so, baby, this was him. Look. Baby, he was so little. He was 1 pound. And he had all this stuff in his nose. And his eyes were so big. Yours. Your eyes was bigger than your whole entire head. You was bald. You was bald head like Paw. Honey, I was like, oh, okay, well, hand him here. I stuck him in my pocket. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I'm cuckoo for cocoa. Y'all, because I had to go into emergency surgery when Zariyah was born. So I ain't get to do breastfeeding and skin to skin. I ain't get to do none of that. So when I literally say things that I did with Boosie, I never did with any of my other children, and even with my biological baby. So I'm just like, okay, you know, found out that I couldn't breastfeed Zariyah, none of that. I didn't breastfeed Boosie. So don't y'all put that out there in the atmosphere. Don't y'all put that. I know I didn't breastfeed him, baby. The shop was closed. The chocolate milk factory was done. Okay. So I'm just like, well, hand him here. And she had already told me to put on a shirt and these gloves and all this. So it was like a little pocket on the shirt. Skin to skin. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I put him in the pocket. She was like, oh my God, what are you doing? I was like, where am I supposed to put him? Because I was like, you told me to put him up here on my chest. I literally did not know. Y'all, I was ignorant. I don't know. So I didn't know that I was supposed to put the baby on me literally and wrap myself around. I never did that. So I was like, oh shoot, I was just playing. But in actuality, I really was. She was like, girl, let me show you, because you about to give me a heart attack. I was like, okay, show me, girl. So she's showing me how to wrap them up in my little thing, my gown and everything. And then I just was like, oh, his little heartbeat. Oh my goodness, he was so little. And then I called my mama and I was like, Mom, they done gave me a little white baby. Because prior to him, we never had any white children in our foster care, in our foster home. So it was just something new. And I was just like, Mom, they done gave me a little white baby. My mama said, a little white baby? Girl, what you talking about? I was like, I got a white foster kid. And she was like, oh, okay. How old is he? I said, Mom, he is 3 days old. She was 3 days. Forget the fact he white. 3 days old. Girl, what y'all finna do with a 3-day-old baby? I was like, I'm just up here doing skin to skin. That's all I'm required to do. Like, nothing. Like once the paternity test come back, I mean, that's it. Like, I'm done with my part. Ciao. A week go by. I'm like, damn, how long a paternity test take? 2 weeks go by, and at this time, all the family members, except for Ricardo, was coming to the hospital. Zariyah, Carly coming to the hospital. My mama coming to the hospital. We all getting lessons in skin to skin. He growing. He like 2 pounds now, you know. And I'm like, oh, the little baby. 3 weeks go by, and I'm like, okay, well, dang. Where is the paternity test? 4 weeks go by. I said, now, I know you lying. But I'm going to keep going because it's a Krispy Kreme right by the hospital. So on my way to the hospital, I'm going to go and grab me a little Krispy Kreme donut. Now, this is motivation to keep coming to the hospital. 2 months go by, and they like, hey, would you be interested in having the baby you've been doing skin to skin with coming to your house, coming to your foster home, because, you know, right now we're trying to work some things out. I was like, click, girl, because I got to call my husband and tell him, hey, boo. Yeah, what you say? You wanted some steak and mashed potato? Some steak and mashed potato with a sack. Princeton. No, leave Princess alone. She don't want to be bothered. Yeah. Oh, I got that for you. Salad. You want ranch? Okay, cool. Yeah, I got... He said, what's the occasion? Ain't no, boy, I just want to cook. I just want to cook for you. Let me cater to you, baby. This is your day. I was like, what is it? She said, may I ask why you had to wait on the paternity test? Well, because Boosie had came into foster care at 3 days old. They had no idea who the dad was. So they had to find out who the daddy was. So they had to test a couple of people just to make sure. I don't know. And so they had to make sure that he was going to the right family. So we had to wait on the paternity test to come back. I mean, that's the only way. That's all they told me. I don't know. They was like, you got to wait on the paternity test to come back. So he get home, he cutting his steak, and I was like, yeah. Strange paternity test came back, raising coaches, listening to them kids in the background. So much fun. Yeah, so, I was like, yeah, by the way, that baby that I was doing skin to skin when they coming to the house. Ricardo was like, skirt. Say what? I was like, yeah, that kid. Just for a little bit. They working it out. It's gonna be just for a little bit. Keep eating your steak and baked potato. It's gonna change your mind. Ricardo was like, I guess. So Lucy comes in at 2 months old, a little healthier, had a little bit more color to his skin. Not much, but a little bit more. And I said, Ricardo, take the baby. And Ricardo was like, baby was looking like a crackhead. Give me the damn baby back, cause why are you shaking like that? What are you doing? I don't know, baby. He turned into Amistad. I don't know what to do with him. Hey, what the hell wrong with you? Then I had to think. I was like, oh, my husband, he's never had to be a dad to a kid like a baby, but I love that for him. I love the fact that he was able to at least raise a child from birth, because all of our children Ricardo met when they were at least 3 years old. So he never had the opportunity to raise a child from birth until Boosie. And so he got his chance. And that's probably the last chance he gonna get, right? And so I said, well, let's try this over. Let's try this again. And so I gave him the baby again. And from that point on, I've been pushed out. Once Ricardo learned how to hold that damn baby, every time I turn, I'm like, why you wearing the baby? I want to put the thing on. I want to have the baby on me. I want to do the little cute little wrap. Every time we going somewhere, where the baby holder? What that? I want to hold the damn baby too. Babe, we in Tennessee at the Isles of Pigeon Forge, and we arguing over who finna wear the damn baby. Zariyah said, give me my brother. Let me wear him. Me and Ricardo in front of the damn Ferris wheel. I take the baby. Give me the damn baby. I'm the baby mama. Like, what the hell? So yeah, and then he just became a daddy's boy. So needless to say, 3 and 4 and 5 months went by. Now by this time we had already learned who the daddy was at this point. But the daddy was a teenager, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be able to take care of the baby as a single teenage father. And so he needed a little bit more time to see if he would be able to take care of the baby, but also get some skills, And so while we were in foster care, I was helping him with learning how to properly hold the baby's head. Okay, well, this is how you make a bottle. This is what you're supposed to do. This is how you change a diaper. So when we would do our visits, I would be teaching him how to care for the baby and, what to do. Foster care be a setup sometimes, y'all. They made me so mad because they was like, he has to learn this on his own. You're being an enabler. Like, how the hell am I being an enabler? He's a teenager. Like, I'm trying to parent the daddy and Boosie. But to me, that was what I felt like was needed for a teenager. So they stopped letting me come to the visit. His biological mom is not deceased. No, but I don't have authority to talk about his biological mom. And I tell y'all that all the time. I don't discuss his biological mother because she don't want to be discussed. And I understand that. So I don't discuss her, but she's very much alive. Leave.
I'm not doing nothing to her.
Okay, so she just gonna bark at you for now.
Oh. Take it out.
So no, she's not deceased, but I don't ever talk about any of my children's biological parents unless they say that they're okay with it. I don't want to overstep my boundaries. I don't want to I don't want them to feel uncomfortable. But me and his biological dad, John, has he don't care. Like he like, oh, I don't care. Y'all know he'll be on here sometimes. He might pop up on here or whatever. But so I'll talk about him because he likes talking about, I mean, he comes on Raising Cultures a lot. But Felicia, the system is so backwards, like for real, like it just makes me so mad because they wanted us to they wanted me not to come to the business anymore. And if I couldn't understand. I was like, why? Like I felt like it was gonna be a setup for him, like me not being there. But then I understood that he do have to learn how to care for Boosie on his own. He do have to learn these steps. He do have to do these things. But I'm just like, also too, like as a teenager, like, shouldn't he have help? Like, shouldn't he have a little help? And so, so after a while, he was doing it or whatever the case may be. And then after a while, he just decided for whatever reason that he just felt like Boosie would probably be better. It would be better for Boosie to stay with us permanently. And as a biological parent, to me, I feel like that's one of the most selfless decisions that you can make for your child.
Mommy,
and that shows that you love them tremendously. Yes.
Watch this. Mommy, I have a treat. What time?
She know you don't have a treat. That's why she's not coming to you.
What time? She just did it. She said.
She put her nose on the hand.
No, she put her hand on it.
She put her hand on your hand. Oh.
Yeah. It's actually doing it. Okay.
One.
No, go back.
She don't understand what you saying. Talking about no, go back and close your eyes.
She does.
What? Oh, child.
Get it right now, Princess. What's that?
Put one up and one down so she can, so no, just hold it. Hold one up. Yeah, just like that. And let her.
Okay.
No, don't. See, you switching too much. You confusing her. Yeah.
Wait, we do it?
You got to give it to her because she chose the right hand.
I did that.
Yeah. To know my biological family as well. I'm adopted and know my biological. I'm very thankful to have all of them. My adopted mother has. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Very grateful for her. Oh, yes. So sorry to hear that. Love that he is thriving so well. Yes, thank you so much. And so, did she choose the right hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took this.
Very good. Don't give it to me because then you're gonna confuse her. Does he ever go stay with at his father's house? No, J-Bug. Child. Let me tell y'all something. Now, let me tell y'all something. I'm the type of parent. Do I have any other foster kids? No, I don't do like, I do respite care now. So we get short-term foster kids. I don't have any foster children in my care now. But yeah, so no, I've had foster children in the past. Like Aiden and Boosie weren't my only two foster children. But as far as as far as now, we only do respite care. But going back to the question, I was wondering, does he ever get to stay at his father? Baby, I don't let my kids stay with nobody. Did y'all just hear about the 12-year-old that had a sleepover and the daddy was spiking something and all the little 12-year-olds was moving, and the one that text her mama like, please come get me now. I feel something is off. Yeah. Now let me tell y'all something. I love my children's biological families. Carly had the openness to go and stay, spend the night with her biological family. Carly was older. I felt, as a teenager, I felt like saying, no, you can't go stay with your, I just felt like that to me. And I wasn't her foster parent either. We were just her guardians. So I felt like telling her like, no, you can't go stay with your grandma. No, you can't go spend the night. I felt like that was just a bit like, ooh, that was too much. Right. So for Carly, it was just a little bit different because the circumstances were different too. But she couldn't go spend the night with nobody else. Like Carly really came in thinking that I was probably the Wicked Witch of the West, right? Like she was like, what do you mean I can't go stay the night? I was like, I don't know them. I don't know them people. What do you mean? Why would you? See, Zariyah already knew the deal. She never asked to stay. And when she did, Zariyah was always like, Mom, can you come pick me up? Mommy, Zariyah would go stay over her biological daddy house sometime and then call me. And I'd be like, Zariyah, I'm not letting you go stay with nobody because you going to have me come pick you up within 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that. So Carly just couldn't understand because Carly was able to just do things. Like she was just able to just be free and just go and spend the night and stay with whoever. That's why she was coming over my house to just spend the night. And I'm like, where your mama? Who do I need to call? Because why you just able to spend the night with me 2 and 3 days in a row? Like to me, that's very strange.
Mommy, can I vacuum?
No, not right now because I'm doing this afterward. And so I was like, no, I don't do no sleepovers. And so when I decided to do open adoption, we all had conversations like, this is what this would look like. This is what this is going to look like. This is what it's not going to look like. Now, when they are 18, they can go wherever. If they want to go and stay with their biological families for 2 years. Baby, I can't, I can only do what I feel like is right now. And whatever you decide to do when you turn 18, baby, that's on you. Whether it's a good decision or a bad decision, it's on you. Before you 18, it's on me because I need to help you with those decisions. And so if I don't feel comfortable, then you ain't going. You're not spending. Now, let's get this straight. None of my children's biological family members have ever asked me, can they spend the night? They've never asked. Now, none of your biological family have ever asked for you to spend the night with them. Exactly, Mouth of the South. You thought you meant for them to come over here, right? But in opposite, their biological family members have spent the night here.
That's mine. Nobody else's.
No. Exactly. Aiden's too. So he just know the whole story. He just know it. Y'all know Boosie know everything from front to back and back to front. Right. Which is the way, like, it might seem like he Mouth of the South, he doing too much. But when it comes to adoption, I said no. And that's a firm no. But when it comes to adoption and his story and him knowing, I want him to have all the pieces. I want him to know everything. I want him to be very aware, informed. What kind of food? Sure. So I definitely want him to know every moving part, every piece there is to know. I like for all of my children to have all the information because with open adoption, it don't just mean biological. If it's some in there, I can't tell you. Well, then pick another type. With open adoption, that don't just mean your biological mom, your biological daddy. It could be a cousin, a auntie, a niece, a nephew. It could be a sister, a brother. So it don't always have to be your mom and your daddy. It could be your grandma or your aunt. You know, he also has a relationship with his biological maternal aunt and maternal great grandmother. And so, you know, they always have something for him for his birthday and Christmas. And then the crazy part is my kids' biological family members also support my other children. That, honey, I love it here. I love it here. So if they buy something for Boosie, they'll buy something for Aiden. If Aiden's biological siblings come to Boosie birthday parties, Boosie go to Aiden's biological siblings birthday parties with him. Carly's brothers play baseball, throw baseball and hit and stuff with my biological, with Carly's adopted brothers, you know, or Carly's biological grandma used to play cards with Aiden. Like, you know, it's all one big happy, like, it's not like, oh, that, you know, that ain't my kid. So like Zariyah's biological daddy also bought Carly's dorm room stuff.
Who? Carly's dada?
Zariyah's dada.
Let's say Carly. It's a movie night.
Ask Zariyah what movie she's watching. But y'all, I think that's just a testament of how I am. I'm like, oh, we invited to a birthday party. Like the person can be like, hey, Aiden's brother is having a birthday party. Can Aiden come? I'm like, oh, we got a birthday party to come to. What they like? You know, so they probably used to me just, she coming and she bringing her whole family. I'm just trying to get my chap. Oh, dang. I'm sorry. Would you like for your chap just to come? Bring the whole family. Okay.
I have homework in there.
You better not. You better not. After you talking about some, mama, we had a substitute today, and the substitute said we don't have no homework.
So look.
Y'all went out to Aiden's biological family with Boosie, or it was the other way around? Yeah, so we was out to eat with Boosie's biological family, and Aiden was there, of course, you know. When last year, I mean, you know, Boosie had his birthday party at the bowling alley, and Aiden's biological family came. Carly's biological family always come.
No.
Honey,
Aiden's birthday?
Well, not to Aiden's birthday, because Aiden didn't even want you at the birthday party this year.
Why?
Aiden had very specific stuff for his birthday. Mom, I'm turning 13. He came with a damn list. I was like, oh, am I invited? I barely made the cut. Probably because me and Ricardo was funding this thing that he wanted. He was like, my little brother and sister, I was like, oh.
You know what?
Then the darn college students came and took over Aiden's birthday party.
Yay.
You just love the college students, don't you? Yeah. Well, let me tell you something right now. You going to Winston State.
Yay.
No, you going to North Carolina Central.
No.
You going to A&T.
No.
Shaw.
No. North Carolina.
Because at this point, he got to stay close. Wake Forest.
No.
Chapel Hill.
No.
Duke.
No.
NC State.
No.
Boosie, you can't leave your mama. I know all my other children gonna leave as soon as they can. I'm going to Auburn. What the hell is Auburn? What even is that? I'm going to Syracuse. Baby, he tried to get the hell gone. But Aiden act like right now, I'm the worst. I am probably the worst person to Aiden right now. Like, you know, teenagers can't stand their mama. Sorry. He gonna be crying in that dorm room when he's 20. Mama. Oh, my earrings. Yes, thank you. I got them from Target. Even though me and Zari did a Target run today, I got these in February. Yes. What? I didn't say. We didn't go to Target today.
If you did,
I didn't.
if you would, I wouldn't be at school.
I know, right? Because only time I go to Target is when you out of school. So you knew that was wrong. You knew I'm not going to Target
No,
ever.
don't forget to put tennis shoes on me.
I'm never going to forget to take you to Target with me ever. Why would I even have said something like that? Foolish, mommy. I'm a granny. Yes, my brain is a granny.
No, I'm playing Granny, not your playing.
Jesus. Girl, you almost got me in trouble asking about these damn earrings.
It's not medium, so. Where's your phone?
Why you need my phone? What you going back and looking at my previous locations? Oh my God. Woo, child. No, I didn't just get this from Target today. This is old stuff. Yeah, no, we're not going to Target today. I'm cool. I don't need nothing I need to buy. Where is your headphones right now? Where is your headphones at? Put your headphones. They're dead? Oh my God. Put them on anyway. I'll make sure he's taken care of. He goes to Auburn. My daughter is an accountant in the building. What? Antoinette? Okay, girl, because I'm finna screenshot it. So when it's his time, I'll be like, call Antoinette's daughter. Tell her to do some little razzle dazzle. But yes, honey, no, Aiden needs to stay his behind in North Carolina where he can go to college for free. Okay? Because he done got grandfathered in. Oh, Shay said, girl, I'm sorry about that.
Mom, Granny was just doing this. Granny.
Oh, child.
Then she
But yeah,
she teleported to the door.
She teleported to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, little country boy.
I closed the door and she said, you.
Now she yeeted through the door. Child. Yes, Sabrina, he getting ready to be on me like white on rice now. God. But yeah, so with the foster care here, Aiden was grandfathered in that whole you go to college for free if you were a foster child before this date, right? And so he can go to foster care for free in North Carolina. Okay? And that's where he needs to remain. There's a lot of good colleges in North Carolina, okay? Baby, you got a plethora of all types of good colleges in North Carolina. Like, people be coming here from out of town to go to schools in North Carolina. Why the hell would you want to scurry away? Anyway, we shall see. Yes, in-state college is the best anyway. Yeah, I'm sure that he'll get a sports scholarship somewhere or academic scholarship somewhere. And then he can go wherever you want to go. But baby, we're going to go where the money reside, okay? If he get a scholarship, cool. Peace and God be with you. I'm not moving, but I'll come visit you, okay? But if you don't have a scholarship, baby, we're going where the money reside, where foster care going to pay, okay? We going to be in North Carolina. Yes, honey, yes. Yes. What you talking about, Boosie? He's so silly. But y'all have a good and blessed day. Bye. Come tell I'm about to say, come tell the foster family bye. Come tell the cyber family bye. Say bye. Okay. Baby, it's giving child of the corn. Y'all have a good and blessed day. Bye.